Okay, I don't. It's like early in the morning. It's not even 8 o'clock. I just dropped off Mason at school, and look how foggy it is. It is so foggy. It's like it's like the scene of a scary movie. It makes me want to do my makeup. Just like I usually don't do anything. I usually just like put some moisturizer on and I just go and run my errands. But today I'm just gonna do a little bit, just a little bit of makeup. Hey guys, okay, so I just finished doing my makeup and I want to tell you guys another creepy story. So I know I'm in the restroom, but I just thought about it right now and I'm just like, dude, I seriously need to tell you guys a creepy story that happened to me in San Bernardino too. Like, what the hell? It seems like all the homes in San Bernardino are like haunted. So yeah, so I wanted to tell you guys a story about this happened years ago. This was like way before Jake and I even met. Um, and also it's a good day to tell you guys this creepy story because it's like foggy outside. You guys saw, I think like the sun's coming out a little bit right now. But anyways, um, so this happened years ago. I'm talking about when, you know, maybe like 15 years ago. One of my cousins rented a house in San Bernardino. Um, I know the address. Like I know the house. Like one day I want to drive by it and I want to take pictures of it. I want to show you guys. But this is actually a house that we believe that even the landlord even knows that it's haunted because she can't keep no one there. Um, so anyways, I was excited that she was moving into town and they were coming from LA and they rented this place, and from the minute they moved into this house they knew that there was something off about this house. um, a cousin of mine, my cousin's sister, she's also sensitive to like the spirit world. So instantly she felt the vibe in that house. So entrabas y nomás like daba miedo, you know? Like somebody was just there, somebody was looking at you, like you weren't alone. They didn't feel like they were alone. Um, I remember walking into this house and just literally feeling chills on my body. Like it was creepy. And you ask anybody in the family that visit them and they would tell you the same thing. Like something about this house was just creepy. So anyways, it was a New Year's Eve, and we decided that we were just gonna hang out New Year's Eve there at my cousin's house. And we had a great time. Everybody was having a great time. There was actually no kids. It was just pretty much all adults. There was just one baby, my cousin's baby. At the time, he was like maybe 1 or 2. I don't remember, but he was little, maybe 3. And my cousin's husband, he didn't drink. Like he never drank. So it was New Year's Eve and we're just like daring him, like, dude, you have to drink. Like you have to at least down a beer, down a beer, down it, down it. Just like how I'm gonna down this coffee. Dude, I love coffee. Okay. So, so we're just like down it. And he was like, all right, I'll do it. And we're just like, what? You're gonna down it? Oh, hell yeah. So I remember getting my phone. I don't even know what kind of phone I had back then. Cheap ass phone. I grabbed my phone and we're all just snapping pictures. You know, we're just like cracking up and we're snapping pictures, and that's it. We called it a night and I drove back home. I used to rent an apartment by Cal State. So if you guys know like those apartments by Cal State, well, I used to rent there. And I remember taking a shower and I laid down in my bed, and before I knocked out, I just wanted to glance through all the pictures that we had taken throughout the night. And I was looking at these pictures, and I was looking at the very last ones that I had taken of my cousin's husband downing this beer. And I was just cracking up. And uh, I looked at my cousin. In this picture, it's my cousin's husband, and he's like this, and he's just like downing the beer. And in the background, there was a couch, and one of my other cousins, she was sitting on the edge of the couch, and she was actually holding. She was holding my cousin that lived there, her baby, and he was knocked out already. He was like asleep, and she had like a blanket over him, and everybody's just laughing in the picture, and then he's just like this. And something just caught my attention, like in the back. Like I noticed that right next to my cousin that was holding the baby, there's a little boy sitting there. A little boy. And it just like, it just thinking about it right now, it just threw me off. When I saw him sitting there, I'm like, who the is this? Like, was there another kid there, like, that I didn't notice? Like, no, there wasn't. There was no kids. We were all just in the living room. It was all adults. The only baby that was there was the baby that was asleep in my cousin's arms, and that's it. And this little boy, you could see him clearly. Like, he was wearing a white t-shirt, blue jeans. He had black hair, like black pelito. He kind of was like dark, like his skin was kind of like, era como morenito. You could kind of see his eyes, like the eye socket and like the mouth and stuff, but not really. Like it was just kind of just like dark. But you could literally see like his white t-shirt, blue jeans. And I'm just staring at this little boy, like, and all of the hairs on my body just like went up again. Like all the pelitos on my face just went. And I was like, I need to tell my cousin, but I'm not going to tell her tonight because I'm going to freak them out. So the next morning, I remember, I don't know how I made copies of the picture. I think I went to Staples or something and like I printed it out. And now I wish I would have just like actually made copies of like the pictures, but I just printed them out like in just like regular piece of paper. So anyway, so, you know, I went to the house the next morning, and I was like, hey grandma, because my grandma and my grandpa used to live there. So I was like, hey, I brought these pictures. Like, what do you guys see in those pictures? And they were all looking at them, and right away, they all started noticing. Like, my grandma's like, ¿Quién es ese niño allá atrás? And like my cousins, I'm like, exactly. Like, who is that little boy sitting there? And it wasn't just me. It was like clear as the sky. Like, you could literally see this little boy just sitting there. And nobody knew who he was. So obviously, he was a little ghost boy. So it freaked everybody out. Yeah, so let me just tell you, that house was so haunted, and it just felt so creepy whenever you were there that my cousins wouldn't even come out of their bedroom. Like, my cousin wouldn't even come out. Like, I remember there was days when she used to call me, and she used to be like, hey, can you come and bring me some food? And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I don't like coming out of my room, and I don't want to go to the kitchen and make me food. You know, and I'm like, what the? Like, it was that bad. And when I would get there, she would run outside the house, and we would eat together, like outside in my car. We didn't even want to eat inside. There was another occasion there at the house. Two things happened to me. One was that I'm the one that took the picture of the little boy. Like, I captured it. Another day that I was there, it was like nighttime, and I came out of the room because we were always just in the room. We never hung out anywhere else in the house because it was that creepy. I came out, and I went into the restroom that was down the hall, and I remember I peed really quick because I was like creeped out to be there at the house. I just wanted to go back in the room with like everyone else. And I opened the bathroom door, and I'm taking like a couple of steps down the hall, and literally like somebody me tiró like a toothbrush from the restroom that I was coming out. Like, it was like they threw it hard, like if they would have just thrown it. and it hit my back and it landed on the floor, and everybody saw that because by the time it hit me, I was like standing in front of the door of the bedroom where I was gonna walk in, and I looked down and everybody else was like, what was that? I'm like, dude, did you guys just see that? Like someone threw a toothbrush at me. And we were just like nervously laughing, but it was creeping everybody out. So that was another time that something crazy happened to me at that house. And I wish I had the photo to show you. Actually, I do. I have the picture, but it's so pixelated because I remember like I saved it in my email, like in this old email that I had. And then somehow my little sister ended up with the picture in her email. And it was there for years. And then not that long ago, I was like, oh, I remember, I think my sister has the picture. Let me see if she could email it to me, like praying that it was still gonna be like clear. And when she emailed it to me, it was like so pixelated that I'm just like, dude, you can't even really like, you can't really see the picture anymore. And I was so sad because I really wanted to show you guys. If I could find it again, I'm still gonna show you guys the picture. But it's like one of those pictures that you just wish you would have just saved, like, printed it out and just saved it, you know? Because, like, when does that happen? Well, knowing me, I'll probably capture another ghost. So if you guys have ever captured a ghost in a picture, let me know. Tell me that story. Okay, if you guys love these creepy stories, let me know down below too so I can continue to tell you guys more scary stories that have happened to me. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe. You guys know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. And that's it. See you guys on my next video. Now I'm going to go to Costco and I'm going to go to Target because I have to go and run some errands. Late. Peace out.